Hello everyone, I'm Brittany Simmons from Los Angeles, California. I want to tell you guys about my time in India. And so my first night sleeping there, I thought it was okay until I woke up because my body felt like it was on fire. I woke up to mosquitoes all around me. And that was the moment, that was my last straw. I said, I don't care that I spent $1,000 to come here. I don't care that this is an opportunity that most people would dream about. I don't care that I would experience things that could change my life. At this very moment, I can't do this. My body is painful. It feels like it's, about to burst from his skin, and I want to go home. And I went to my director and I told him this. And he sat me down and he told me, you have a really weak heart. And because of that, you are so easy to run away from the things that, you're not used to or the things that is hard. But if you stay here, I will teach you how to be happy and I will teach you how to have a strong heart. And what you experience here, you'll never be able to look back and regret the experiences and the joy that, being here will bring you. And at the time, I agreed with him. I thought, okay, you know what? Let me just stay. But still inside, I was feeling very negative because I'm like, even though I'm here in this different place, I'm not a person that's very open with people around me because I come from a background where in my household, we were taught what happens at home stays at home. And, you're not allowed to talk about the problems that are going on in your household. So a lot of the painful memories and the bad experiences, whether emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, all these abuses that going through is something that I had to learn how to deal with by myself. So I wasn't used to talking to people about the things that I go through, and I didn't think that I could do that there. I thought, okay, what's here for me? So let me just try it. And then one day, I was expressing to the director and sitting down with people, the other volunteers around. And that was the first moment when I told them, about a little bit about where my background and everything. My 30 months prior to going to India, I lost my mom to liver cancer, and I watched her go through so much agony and pain. And in the process of her, after she had passed away, my family stopped talking to me. I became homeless and, felt very alone and betrayed and angry at the world, at everyone. And I just thought that everything was just unfair. So I thought India was the perfect place to just get away and just experience something different. And then one day, the director, he sat all the volunteers down and he told us to write a letter to our family. And I blew up. I blew up at him and I was so angry, and I asked him, why would you ask me to do something like this when you know that my family wants nothing to do with me and I'm afraid of getting rejected? And he told me that this was not for them, but it's for me. And so I thought, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get it over with, just do it. So the minute the pen hit the paper, everything came out. And I expressed everything that I could possibly feel, the resentment, the anger, the hate, everything. And I sent it out to my family. And the very next day, they responded back. They miss me, they love me, they're happy that I'm going through all the things that I'm going through in India. And I was just so shocked. And it was that moment where I felt, wow, all I had to do was listen to somebody who was not as negative as me. All I had to do was just receive what he's telling me, and look what happened. My family is in my life again. But that was the moment where I looked around to the people I was living with currently in India, and I thought, these people have stuck by my side and have been down for me from the moment I arrived, and over a year has passed and I've been nothing but disrespectful and rude and a pain to them. And I can't even imagine, how they felt. But that was the moment I felt this is family, people who brighten your life, and doesn't matter what you do to them, but they constantly have your back and they constantly show you, happiness comes from, when you're exchanging your pain for their happiness, and then that becomes your joy. And then I start to share these things with the people around me, and I see them change from going to depression to happiness, and that alone brings me so much joy. I would never forget my time in India, because that's where I learned what true love was, and that's where I learned what the value of exchanging and talking to people has done and changed my life in so many ways and made me a stronger person than I was before. Thank you.